What is up? What is up, all you beautiful people? And welcome to another beautiful episode of the Battaglia Theory. We are on episode 9, ladies and gentlemen. We are cranking them out for you guys. We got a whole bunch of new stuff going on that I'm not going to get to discuss with you right now, but we will get to discuss it hopefully next week. Got to keep y'all hooked in and surprised to keep you interested. Well, it has been one interesting week. I get to work tonight instead of being off, and I have not been to sleep yet because I have 6 children. So yeah, today's fun. We're doing this podcast on little to no sleep, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance on that one. But we are going to get it on anyways. Guys, I'm so excited to be doing just another wonderful episode. We have made it 9 whole episodes. Guys, we are growing and growing and growing and growing. We're doing a lot better than, honestly, I thought I would be doing at this time, which is cool. So I appreciate all you guys' love and support. If you would, pardon me, like, share, subscribe, all that fun, fancy stuff. You see this fancy little ticker on the bottom on where you can find me for everything, all that fun stuff. And yeah, that is that. I'm going to stop saying like me, because it doesn't bother me whether I'm liked or not, I reckon. Guys, whoa. Who knew? Who knew we'd be sitting here doing a podcast? I know I'm sitting here straining to find words, but like I said, we're just still a little tired at the moment. But guys, we're doing a podcast, man. The 9th episode. I can't believe it. Like it's just so crazy. I know I've said that once or twice before, but I'm just, I love it. I love doing it, and I love people who have been helping me out along the way. The people who are putting in my dream, just either talking to me or being a sponsor of the podcast or anything like that. And we appreciate all of them. We appreciate every single person who has faith in me, who has faith in the system and what I'm trying to build. It might not seem like much right now, but I'm thankful for what it is and for where it's going. And there was the wife that just walked by. She's getting a phone charger, ladies and gents. She is fixing to leave. Oh, she is charging her phone, so she's sitting in on the podcast. But anyways, sorry for the being thrown off for the 15th time. We're doing a podcast, man, and it's because of people like JW's Healthy Hemp in Sparta, Tennessee. They also have a location in Cookeville, Tennessee, and McMinnville, Tennessee. You can see it right there at the bottom. We got 650 Roosevelt Drive in Sparta, 528 North Willow in Cookeville, and 1103 Smithville Highway in McMinnville. Jamie Winnett and James Winnett are the wonderful people who run the holistic medicine that they provide at JW's, whether that be regular flour or wax. They also have some edibles. They also have these wonderful things called, I don't really know what they're called, but this is what they look like. They've got cayenne pepper in them, CBD. It's like, a pain stick type thing, and you just rub it where it hurts, and it works, really. I struggle with back problems, and that thing it helps me. It helps me, and it helps my problems that I got. And it also helps the wife too. We love them at our house. But JW's Hemp, you can contact them right there. There are 2 numbers down there at the bottom. You can find them on Facebook at jwhealthyhemp@yahoo.com or jwshealthyhemp.com. And that is not all, ladies and gents. Painter's Dream Productions. They are located at 227 Vinewood Road in McMinnville, Tennessee. Let them paint your dream and make it a reality. What you looking for, my love? Oh, I don't know. Anyways, sorry for that. Uh, and this is their number, Facebook, Perry at paintersdream.com or paintersdream.com is how you can contact them. They do anything from mobile design to just overall anything that has to do with a computer or the internet they could do. The logos that you see everywhere of me behind the drum set, my uncle, he did that. And he is the one who owns and runs Painter's Dream Productions. And he's just awesome, man. It's not only my podcast, but he helps run another podcast. And there's just everything he's getting into, everything that has to do with the computer. That man is doing it, and he is doing it to the full extent. So, like I said, Painter's Dream Productions. Let them paint your dream and make it a reality. All right, guys. Well, today I'm not going to sit here and just keep talking and just talk by myself because I'm going to run out of words eventually. So, without further ado, we're going to talk about why we are here today. Today, we are going to be talking about the wonderful Sin City Sanctuary. They are located in Pahrump, Nevada. Okay. I might have said that right, might not have. And the wonderful person, I've met her a time or two, I feel like, but I know that she's been in my family for a very long time. She's known my mom since she was a kid, and she's just a sweet, amazing woman. And what she's done is she's used the love that she has not only for people but for animals too. And I just wanted to have her on the podcast to talk about what she's got going on, because she's trying to grow it down where she's at, and she just needs people to hear about the good work she's doing. So we're going to bring my wonderful guest, Miss Carol, on here. Let me add her in.
Hello.
Right. Wonderful. Hello, hello, hello. How are we?
We are good. We're trying anyways. The weather's been a little hectic here, but we have more windy days in Pahrump than not.
Okay. So I did say it right. Cool.
Yes, you did.
That is
absolutely. It's
that is
Pahrump.
definitely what I wanted to hear. Awesome. So, what is the weather like down there right now? Is it? I mean,
freezing. At this moment, it's 56, but when we woke up this morning, it was 29.
Oh, I was gonna say that ain't freezing.
Yeah.
29 is freezing. I'm so tired of this cold weather.
Yeah, I'm been very cold.
Yeah, I'm a summer kind of person.
Well, the summers here are about 100 to 110.
Yeah, no, like we don't get like that, but till 2 months out of the year.
That's about 3 or 4 for us usually.
Oh yeah.
You try to get all your outdoor work done in the summer, the fall, and the winter. So I mean, in the winter, the fall, and the spring, so that in the summer you spend all your time inside.
Yeah. Otherwise, I bet. Oh well, we got Perry. He's watching as well, and he
Hi,
gave
Baba.
you a shout out, and your best friend did as well.
Yes. Hi, sis. Love you.
Shout out to Uncle Perry and my wonderful Madre. I wouldn't be here without Mama, and this podcast wouldn't be what it is without Perry. So
there you go.
Both of them. Oh, and to go back into his stuff: website design, audio, video productions, and book publishing. I left that out. Okay. That's crazy. I have completely forget about the book publishing every time, but book publishing as well. But anyways, so tell me about a little bit about what you got going on down there. You were talking to me a little bit about it before the show here, but just reiterate what you got going on down there for our listeners at home.
Okay, we have a sanctuary. It's different than a rescue. A rescue, they take in and they adopt out their animals. We are a sanctuary, so anybody who comes to us stays with us until they are no longer of their earthly bodies. We take the problem cases, especially with the dogs. I have 4 dogs that... How do I explain my 4 dogs? They're all out of their minds. I have a 16-year-old, I don't know, he's a mutt. We don't know what he is. He's only got 3 legs. He's 16 years old, and nobody wanted him, so he came to live with us. You know, we take those kind of cases where, like, Coda is a dachshund mix, and they claim he bit someone, but that person stuck their hand in his food bowl while he was eating. So of course they were going to get bit,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they
A
didn't want
big
to
no
keep
no
him.
with dogs and animals.
Well, yeah, we've trained him to not be food aggressive, and it's
Right.
easy to train them. They just need to take the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Coda, Boo, and Isaac are the three that have issues. We just took it. Well, we didn't take her in. She belongs to my granddaughter. We have a 10-month-old Roddy, and she's come to live with us because Delilah lives with her dad during the week and us on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And her dad bought her this dog, and he can't handle her, so she's living with us now. But she's become our watchdog, so it's okay. You know, she's only 10 months, and she's getting trained, and hopefully she'll be a good guard dog for us because we have over an acre, and we're about to trying to pick up another acre. So we'll have a lot of property to cover, and it will be good to have one dog that's instrumental in making sure that the property is safe. You know, because we have chickens
Mm-hmm.
and we have coyotes in the area, and there's a
All
bobcat on the
right.
other side of town. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was gonna be my question. What kind of animals that are higher
Oh yeah.
predators are out there? I'm sure you got a
There's
lot of them.
oh yeah, there's coyotes and there's bobcats are our two biggest predators.
Mm.
So yeah,
Scary,
the chickens
scary
are
animals, dude. Them
yeah,
things are
the chickens
cray.
are under lock and key in a cage that even a human couldn't break with their bare hands. So
That's well,
for more
that's
than one
awesome.
reason too.
Yeah,
We have
that's
them
awesome.
locked up because people are stealing eggs.
Yeah, oh, yeah, dude. Especially yeah, with them being
Yeah,
seven
so
dollars for 12 of them or 18 of them.
mm, uh, Walmart here has a box of 60 that's $35. It's
I gave him his
just
regular medicine.
yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, so we have lots of little animals. You know, we have rats and guinea pigs and chinchillas. The chinchillas came from a place in Las Vegas. We're about an hour from Las Vegas, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah. When people fly in, like you and your mom and your uncle, everybody needs to come visit. We have plenty of property.
I
We can find places for everybody to sleep. I
I
don't care.
definitely want to go out. Yeah. No,
Yeah, you
going
need
to Nevada
to.
would be cool.
Oh
Cool
yeah, we would love to have
experience.
you. Um, we're trying to expand and get so we can raise a new barn because our barn is in really bad condition. So we want to raise a new barn and start taking farm animals because there's plenty of them in this town, and people are always trying to, oh, I'm moving, I can't take them with me. So
Right.
you know, we
Right.
have no cap on how many farm animals we can have on our properties here, so we can take whatever we want. We just have to have a place to house them, and we don't
Mm-hmm.
have that right now. So we're working on that. You know, I sell online to pay for feeding the animals and doing things like that. So I sell clothes and shoes and whatever I can get my hands on that's worth selling.
Right.
And so that's how we feed everybody basically. I'm going to learn to write grants so that we can get grant money from different places and just try to float along. I'm not taking any more dogs right now because these five all have different personalities and it gets a little hectic sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh,
I cannot imagine having 5 dogs and
yeah, well, Isaac and Athena
chinchillas and
don't get along, so sometimes we have to break them up. um, So yeah, it gets a little hectic, keeping the cages clean and taking care of the chickens. It's just like a farm. We're gonna
right.
plant out front because we have a humongous front yard. So we're gonna plant veggies and start growing our own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully be able
Self
to share it with
sufficiency.
the
Yeah.
hopefully we can share the spoils with the neighbors and the community because this town is very community oriented. We belong to a group called Women Owned, Women Led, and they help us with all kinds of things. Heather's a wonderful leader, and we all help each other, get through things. So it was a good move for us to come out here. We had to get out of Vegas. We didn't like it. We weren't happy in Vegas. So we've been much happier out here. We don't, it's funny because, when you live in a metropolitan city and you hear the sirens and the helicopters and all that stuff, what we hear out here is the wind, the donkey down the street, the peacocks across the street. We hear animals, we hear the wind, we don't hear anything else. And that's what's so nice about being out here. So we just want to keep expanding so that we can take other animals and help out, maybe help people when they need food, like a small food pantry. We do have one in town that belongs to the Tales of Nye County. And Denise is really good at helping people. So I'm like trying to follow in her footsteps a little bit. We're all nonprofits. We all work to help the community. And our community is about the size of the town I grew up in, which was Culver City. We're about 37,000 people, but it doesn't feel that
Okay.
way.
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't
Right.
feel
Well,
that way when you talk to people or when you look at our pages on Facebook, because we have lots of pages on Facebook. You would never know that there's that many people in this town. There's a core of people that we all help each other and we all feel like we have a sense of community, and it works really well.
that's amazing. And I mean, yeah, our town of Sparta, it's about, yeah, I'd say 37. I'd say about probably that, maybe, a little less, but it's a small town.
Yeah.
No, she's literally been asleep. She just woke up. Don't look at me like that. She woke up whenever you came home.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna mess with her. The sick kid and all, you know. But yeah, no, like it's just, first of all, just being a nonprofit and just trying to, find the more resources to get,
Yeah.
get more farm animal, or get more specific barn animals, bigger
Yeah.
animals, a space of their own. And I'm sure it's hard, especially being in a town that small, but it's good that you do have that sense of community, and the community that does care about one another.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I really wanted to start this
Okay.
podcast.
Ow. Sorry,
And
dog stepped on my foot.
you're good. See, and that's the kind of stuff that happens when you have an animal sanctuary. So you ain't got to apologize. It's
No.
okay.
No. Yeah, I'm just about to break up the fight. Go. You go over that way. You stay here. There's the puppy right there.
Well,
She's not much of a puppy these days. She's huge. And right now they're wrestling. It's doggy wrestling time. Everybody's had a nap. She was
Yeah.
napping on the front deck in the sun when I looked at her just a little while ago.
That's cool. See,
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have our
I'm.
moments.
So how is it really? So are you like out in the desert? Or are you kind of in?
We are surrounded by desert. Yes, we are. We're 2 blocks from what the Bureau of Land Management land. So around us, there's not much. We're
Yeah.
5 miles from the center of town, and there's really nothing out here other than a few neighbors that we have. We have a couple blocks worth of neighbors, and then it goes right into the desert and the BLM land. Cut it out, Coda. Sorry.
No, you're all right. Like I said, you ain't. Yeah, no, you ain't going to apologize.
Yeah, no, they're fighting and running around, and this is all day long, every day. We're used to it.
Well, we are thankful for people like you who really just care, because I don't know. I'm not a person who, if I can't take care of an animal, then I'm just not going to get an animal. Period.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of people that don't think that way, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, I see it all the time. I see it. Oh yeah, I see it all the time. There's, yeah, all sorts of dogs just tied up on chains, whatever, left outside, 365.
Yeah, no, not stop. Sorry.
No, see, it's okay. They're inside.
Yeah. Our dogs sleep with us. Yeah.
Exactly.
Isaac,
Well, see.
don't you do it. Grandma's busy, and I'm not gonna break up a fight. Go lay down. Always. This is always every day.
Well, like I said, somebody's got to do it, and we are thankful that you are the one who gets to do it, because, like I said, you're helping. I mean, yeah,
We're trying.
Well, those animals might not be able to sit here and just say thank you, but
oh, they do every day. They lick your face,
yeah.
they lick your hands, they lick you.
Mhm.
Yeah, they know that they're safe.
And that's good, because there's so many animals who aren't in those safe environments. And
Our shelter last August, they broke up a backyard breeder here in he lived in our town, and he was also in the next town over in Amagrosa, and he had 300 dogs. And it just turned
Mm,
into a huge nightmare for the county and for all of us because we all help feed these dogs. Stop,
mm-hmm.
Athena. Ugh. So they're so embarrassing. They're so unruly.
It's not embarrassing, really. I mean, I'm sure you feel like it is, but like I said, you ain't
Yeah,
got
no,
nothing to worry
it
about.
definitely is. But
Well,
yeah, they the SPCA had to come in and help take care of these dogs, and they had to euthanize some of them because they were just in such bad condition. And then 100 went to Ohio, to Cleveland, to the ASPCA's rehabilitation center. Because let me back up. These were Russian. Oh gosh, I don't even remember their names, but they're very. They're not dogs that everybody wants to own. They're kind of like
hmm
you know what a Belgian Malinois is?
oh yeah, a big old dog,
Yeah, and but those
big old
dogs,
dog. Those are
they're
what, like
not.
those cane corsos, right?
Yeah, like a cane corso. Those are all dogs that require a lot of training and a
Yeah.
lot of interaction with humans before they can be, put out there. And these dogs, um, yeah, they were a handful, and it cost the county. They cost the county a lot of money because 300 dogs. They were supposed to have 30 dogs tops, and they had 300.
Mm.
And
Well,
I
I
won't
mean,
even tell you the horrors that they found on his property in Amagrosa. It was really awful.
I could not imagine even 30. Even 30
Yeah,
is a lot to deal with
it
for
is.
just,
It is.
and that's
So
not. I mean, unless it's like a sanctuary type situation,
yeah,
30
no,
is an
he's a
absurd
backyard
number.
breeder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna say you're getting into breeding or
yeah, it
dog
was
fighting type
awful.
territory, and that
We
that
were
stuff. It.
scrambling to get food from Vegas to make sure they got fed because they were all uh, at the shelter. We just built they just built a brand new shelter here, so we have a brand new shelter in Nye County. We are not part of Las Vegas. Las Vegas is Clark County, so they have their own shelters in Vegas. We are Nye County's big. In fact, I think we're like the second biggest county in Nevada, but we're very unpopulated. Pahrump is probably the biggest of all the cities in Nye County. Nye County's pretty sparse. There's
Hmm.
Beatty, Pahrump, Goldfield. There's a lot of little towns, but they're all like
All
really tiny and
considered
don't have a
under
lot of
that one tent.
population. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything's here in Nye County. Everything that's Nye County is here in Pahrump. There's a
Okay.
little bit in Beatty, but not much. Sorry, that's a dog dropping her bone. So yeah, so we're pretty self-contained, and I know almost everybody in town that has a rescue or a sanctuary. I know the ladies at the shelter now. I mean, I'm starting now that my hip is fixed because I had hip surgery this last year. I had a complete hip replacement.
Well,
So
I
it
I
only
was
took
seeing you
me.
walk around before the show, and you seem to be moving around fine. So thankfully,
Yes, I am, but I wasn't
good,
before that surgery. Let me tell you, it was awful, and it
good.
only took me about 4 weeks to recover, which is
Oh, yeah,
phenomenal. Most
yeah,
people
that's
it takes
great.
them 6 months to a year,
Oh
and
yeah,
that's
for sure. And some of
oh
them
my,
just go completely awry altogether. You know,
y- yeah.
that's the
So
thing with like back surgeries too. You'll either have a good one or you won't.
yeah,
You know.
I had an excellent surgeon, and everything's been fine. I mean, still have a little bit of pain in my leg where the incision is because he says it's going to take like a year for that to go away.
Hmm.
But otherwise, I can't complain. I mean, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Now, if I could just fix my back, I'd be all right. So, but Jacob picks up a lot of the slack when it comes to taking care of the animals. I mean, I'm the one who basically makes the money and
Right.
brings the animals in, and my daughter and my grandson and my granddaughter are all the ones that help take care of the animals. So,
Well,
it's a day-to-day struggle, especially in the current financial climate that this country is in.
yeah, no kidding.
Donations are down and sales are slow, and I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to
Um,
reboot us,
do
so to speak.
do you have like a GoFundMe, or do you have like that whenever you talk about you were selling stuff? Do you have like
Yeah,
a page where you sell all that, and we can
I
throw it up
do.
in the comments, or I can throw it up here on the screen. I can do both.
It's
So
all
we can.
actually it's all on my website. There's links to everything on our website.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can
So
help.
I'll throw that
It,
website out
okay.
to the
Yeah, there's
people.
um Amazon. You can do it through Amazon, you can do it through Chewy, you can do it through um I don't know if I have a GoFundMe link up there, but I will open a new GoFundMe and put it up there. There's a lot of ways to help. I mean, you don't even have to it doesn't even have to be monetary. You can go to Chewy and we have a wish list of things that we need, and you can, people can always send us stuff.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, because a lot of people are uncomfortable with donating,
Yeah,
actually
sending
donating
money. Yeah,
money.
all that kind of stuff. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
so you can actually go in and into Chewy and I think it's just Chewy. I don't know if I have an Amazon wish list. I have to go look. Actually, this last couple of weeks have been kind of hectic because our solar has been installed. Yay, we're done.
Okay, so you
We're
guys
just
got
waiting.
solar power.
Yep, we're gonna go off grid,
Okay,
honey.
so you're fully. So what? So I
We
mean,
own a
I'm
well.
sure.
We have no city services for water or we have a septic tank.
Mhm.
Everything's electric in the house. So hi Luna. Um, so we have solar now, and I want to put up a windmill as well to help power the batteries in
Yeah.
the garage for the solar.
All right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Because that was
we're
going to
gonna
be
be off
my.
grid
Yeah. Yeah. Because that
because
was going to be my question. Like, as far as the percentage of what the solar is providing versus what regular electricity has to finish
oh
covering.
man, the electricity here is so expensive, it's ridiculous. My bill this month is $485.
Good night. Yeah, we're on a
Yeah.
prepaid thing, but it still seems like
Yeah,
every
well, we're
week
on a
we're.
level pay plan, but it's still $485.
Yeah.
So that's what triggered us to decide that we were going to go solar and take everything off grid because I'm just fed up. The electrical company here in town just raised the rates 20%. Yeah, well, they're being investigated by the DA right now, so that should become something very interesting very soon.
Whoa, hold on. What you said? So is this your local government that's being investigated by the DEA, or
Well, Valley Electric Association is a private electric company.
okay,
And
so they own
stop
a
it, it's a
couple of
co-op.
yeah,
And actually they're a
yeah,
co-op across the country, is the way I understand it.
yeah.
They
Well,
own,
yeah,
yeah. So,
I get it.
and their elections are coming up too, so that should get real interesting, I think. You guys stop. Oh my lord. So yeah, we're just plugging along, just trying to, we've only been here 2 years, so we're still trying to like get settled and figure out how things are going to work, you
right,
know.
right.
I built
Well, we threw in your website where they can check out everything here in the
Yeah,
comments.
there's all kinds of links to where I sell on. Stop it, you guys. Where I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Kitty Zen, and oh my God, so they have to fight right in front of me. Um, no, Isaac, go. When they fight, he tries to defend Coda, and then he and Athena get into it, and I can't grab her fast enough. She is so heavy. So, oh my God, why did they pick now? Um,
Yeah, it's all good. They don't
no, I mean
understand
look at
what a
this.
computer is and what are
You see them?
yeah,
Can you actually see them
yeah.
fighting?
I
Yeah, that's what's
can,
going
yeah.
on right now.
That
Go lay
dogs will
down.
be dogs. Goodness.
So,
Sounds like
so
you're not
yeah,
the only one having problems. Everybody
and I'm
okay?
trying to. There's a couple of other ways to help too, like Roundup. Roundup's a good one. There's a link on our website, I believe, for Roundup also, which means that every time you make a purchase, if you can
Round up
set
to the
your
nearest
amounts.
dollar or whatever.
Yeah, so like
Yeah,
if you
type
spend a
thing.
dollar 50 and you give us a quarter, they'll round it up to $1.75, and then they'll give us the quarter. You know, you can set your parameters on Roundup. So
Right.
there's a lot of ways to help without having to really help.
Right. Well, we've had the banner going for, the ways they can get to your personal email to send whatever or
Oh
your
yeah,
website,
absolutely. Anybody who
and
has
your phone number as
questions or
well.
wants to know anything, absolutely email me. That's the quickest way to get my attention. It comes to my phone.
All
Stop
right.
it, teeny. Hey, stop. Isaac, go. Oh my lord. How
You gotta
embarrassing.
love it. It's just like having kids, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, Coda's only 3 years old and she's only 10 months old. So yeah, it's like having like she's tearing up a box right now. Hang on.
Oh, you're good. Well, you can clean up
No.
this box, and while you're doing that, we can get into well, it's not an ad read per se, but I just want to talk about, guys, check out this cup. If you haven't, you can see, you guys see my logo everywhere. It's me
Oh
behind a drum set,
yeah.
all that cool fun stuff. I got my logo in the corner, but you can't really see it. This cup was made by Brittany Norris at 2.0 crafting. That is 2.0 crafting with a K. And she is the one who makes these cups. And she made one for my wife. And then she made this one for me. She made the first official Battaglia Theory merch. So she gets a
Love
pro
it.
to that. Yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool. I love having it because I'm constantly always drinking something. I don't know why. I'm just always a thirsty individual, and I always got to have something to hold my drinks. And
No.
this cup is perfect, guys. So check her out. She can put anything you want on there. She can design something you want on there. She's got one of those fancy machines, I'm sure. So this is her shout out, because I told her I'd shout her out because this cup is cool, 10 out of 10. But anyways, sorry, back to the sanctuary here. I just was looking at this cup and figured I'd shout her out because I told her
Oh
I
no,
would.
that's a good idea.
Oh, dude, no, it's a really good cup, man. It
I have
keeps.
several like that. Yes.
See, I'm not usually good with keeping cups up like this. I'll get a bottle or a cup type thing to carry around, and it just never works out. But
Oh
I
yeah,
guess
no.
putting my face on it will make me appreciate it more because I've
I
used it for
love
about a
it.
week. Bring it to work,
I love
show it
it.
off. So yeah, it's free. It's Battaglia Theory merch. It's not
Neat.
free, but if you guys want one, hit me up or hit up 2.0 crafting with a K. You don't have to get the Battaglia Theory one. It'd be a lot cooler if you did, but you ain't got to. But you can get whatever cup you want from her. And they're just amazing cups. Like I said, 10 out of 10. They are not dishwasher safe or microwave
No,
safe.
you have to hand wash those.
I know. Well, I know this. And thankfully, whenever you get a cup, it tells you that with a little hand that says stop, read. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you now that you'll still have to read it because it says stop. It's a little hand and everything. So you have to. There's no law against it, but I'm sure you do something with. But, anyways, like I said, it's just, I'm glad that you're doing something for the voiceless, because at the
Well,
end of the day, like I said, yeah, they can show you emotions and they can lick your hand
yeah.
on that, but they can't say stop, you're hurting me, or stop, what you're doing is wrong, or stop, you're being a nincompoop, or a turd muncher, whatever, treat me like crap. And I'm
Come here,
thankful we
Isaac.
have people like you that save those kinds of animals and people that are in need, or animals that are in need, not people, but
Yeah, the people are morons.
yeah,
It is
110%.
what it is. I'll
It
call
is
it
what
like
it
it
is.
is.
Yep. I get it.
They get animals. They don't know how to handle them, like the chinchillas. You know, these people
So
surrendered these chinchillas, and they're not easy to deal with. They take a while to bond with humans. So they've bonded with my grandson, and they love him. And but they're such brats. They'll pee on you if you pick them up.
that is so crazy, dude. I know chinchillas exist. Like, I remember learning about them, but I don't
Yeah,
even remember
yeah.
where I
They're
learned about
big,
them.
soft puff balls, is what they are.
Yeah,
They're
like,
super soft.
that's so crazy. Yeah.
So, yeah. So I drove into Vegas and picked them up from a reptile store where these people just left them. And this girl calls me up and she's like, I can't keep these things. I don't know what to do with them. And I'm like, all right, I'm on my way. Um, I I know a lot of people in Vegas rescues, like the ferret rescues in Vegas. They all know me. A whole bunch of the dog rescues, cat rescues. I know everyone in Vegas. I mean, I lived in Vegas for a very long time before I decided to move here. We moved here because we could afford it, basically.
Mhm.
The house wasn't that expensive. The property taxes aren't that
Yeah.
expensive.
It
Plus,
being a smaller city from Las Vegas,
yeah, and Vegas is just turning into a real pit. So we
I'm
laugh.
sure. Well, I mean, when you got that much greed really funneled into one place like that,
Oh, Formula
you're
One is
you're
coming
you're
next year.
asking for trouble and
Yeah, tell
shisty
me about it.
behavior by elected officials.
Oh
Really.
yeah, and Formula One is coming next year to
Dude,
Vegas.
oh my, bro. I really have to come. Damn. I've
It's
never seen.
really, really expensive. Let me tell you. Everybody's screaming because it's going to be so expensive to get tickets. But they're gonna race on the strip.
Oh yeah.
Basically, they're doing a. Oh, you just stepped on your sister. Um, they're gonna be there's a course that's gonna encompass part of the strip and then part of downtown and
Right.
the outlying area. So they bought a big, huge piece of property that they're gonna be building on, and
Dude.
I know,
That's
and
so cool. I mean, I'm sure it's not. I mean, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. Yeah, it's
it is.
expensive, but for the people who can't afford it, it's eventually money going back into the town. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, and
that's what I'm saying. It's a double-edged sword. But
I agree
I couldn't afford to
wholeheartedly.
go there. But if I could, I would love to because
Well, you'll
Formula
come
One
here. you'll
interests me.
you'll come here, and we'll go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Actually, if
See.
you fly into Vegas, and we pick you up, and it's only a 45-minute, more or less, depending on what part of town we're going to. 45 minutes to an hour, you know.
Right.
And so, because I'm over there all the time, if we're not
Mhm.
picking up animals or transporting animals, we're always doing something. So,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
have
We're
plenty
like
of
what,
room.
an hour and a half out of Nashville. Something about
Ooh,
give
yeah,
or
my
take.
sister will be there next week. No, in 2 weeks she'll be there, I think.
It's an interesting town for sure.
Yeah, I drove through Nashville, but I've never actually like spent any time in Tennessee, and I would like to.
I
Hard to get away now because of the animals, but
Mhm. For sure. Well, I mean, me being from Colorado and spending most of my life here in Tennessee, I don't
yeah,
know. I still at heart I still feel like I'm a proud Coloradian. I don't know, whatever you want to call that. But even though
yeah,
like I said, most of my life I've been here, but
yeah,
Tennessee really does hold a special place because it's beautiful, but it's not as beautiful as Colorado. But it's definitely still beautiful, and it does
yeah.
have
Among
its.
other things about Colorado, yes, I have friends that live in Colorado.
I miss it. I mean, I've missed because mom, and my brother Dom, they've both. Dom's been back up there twice,
I see that. I
and mom has
follow.
been up there once since we moved, and I haven't been at all yet. And I
Oh
moved
boy.
when I was in second grade, so that was. I'm 25 now, so that was God knows how many years ago.
Oh my lord, I'm so old.
Too many for me to remember. So I have been back yet, and they've been back once or twice, each of them. So I need to get up there to Colorado.
Yeah, we
But
like Colorado. I'd like to move to Colorado, actually. I want to be someplace where it's greener. It's not very green here.
yeah, well, it's not. I mean, it's not. It's green in Colorado too, but not for long. You really got
No, I
more
know.
snow and ice than anything else.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's still greener than here. It's
Yeah,
brown here.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, brown dust and
Yeah, we call it poof dirt.
yeah, I
And
believe it.
when it rains and the dogs run out into the back where it's all poof dirt and they come back in, they have mud boots.
Oh yeah,
And their feet are caked with mud so badly. Coda comes in and he's doing this, he can't walk because
but
he's
it
got so
does
much.
rain out there, so I mean
Oh,
that's
when it
something.
rains, it pours, and when it
Well,
doesn't rain, it doesn't rain for a while. It's like
that's
we
more
either get one or the other. There's no in between for us.
right. Well,
And
it
they
could be
said
like
by tomorrow
California.
it's probably going to be raining again, so we're going to see. And we get snow every once in a while. We had snow last February, so we do get some snow because we're about 2,500 feet above Las Vegas. You have to go over a mountain to come from Vegas to Pahrump, and the top of that peak is 5,000 feet. Yeah, so we're above. We're we're in a valley, but we're still above Vegas, so we get snow too sometimes,
Right.
and and frost. Like this morning, it was totally frosty out this morning.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that in desert climates, they definitely do get sub-zero at the night
Oh yeah,
in
and
the morning.
people are like, "Oh, it's the desert. It doesn't get cold." Oh yeah, it was 29 this morning. It was
Yeah,
freezing.
it's the Earth is crazy. I
And
actually, I saw this thing. I forgot where it was at, but it was talking about how pretty much um the poles are switching
yeah,
inside the Earth.
yeah,
That the North Pole and the South Pole that's inside the Earth, the magnetic field that we have is literally turning upside down.
we need to pay more attention to Mother Earth.
It,
And
yeah,
climate deniers are really not helping us much at all because this is the only rock we have, and if we ruin this rock, we're gonna have no place to go.
yeah. I mean, it's people can sit here and argue climate change, argue this, that, and the third, but even if it wasn't impacting anything, even if it wasn't, there's no reason that we should have a land mass of garbage in the ocean. The Great Barrier Reef is dead.
I
That
know.
happened a
No.
minute ago. Like it's dead.
No.
It's not coming back. That was one of the wonders of the world, but now it's not.
Yeah.
One of them's knocked
Yeah.
out. You know, like
Yep.
it's just
I
like
can
you said.
never say it enough that
You can't.
we
Well,
need to
you
treat.
can't.
Yeah.
And I mean, part of it is the whole plastics and
Yeah. Plastic was our worst enemy. We should have never started using plastic for
no.
everything.
If we would have just left hemp alone, we could have made
Yeah.
plastics out of it. We could have made houses out of it, but
Oh yeah.
we
Well,
could have, yeah, the whole environment would be better off if we went that
yeah.
route versus the other route. But
Yeah. Hemp versus petroleum.
so yeah, you can even make fuel out of hemp. Well, I
Yes, you
forgot
can.
about that too. I just read something on that.
There's so many things you can do with hemp that we should never have allowed plastic to become a thing.
Yeah. I also
Really.
read that NASA they just came out with I screenshotted it here. Let me find it. But they were talking about how by 2027, I think is what they said, that they'll have some sort of prototype ready for the the first ever nuclear powered rocket.
Wow.
um,
What do you have in your mouth? Oh, come on.
I thought you were talking to me.
No, the dog. She's got the bathtub plug in her mouth.
My son tried to put ours in his mouth the other night whenever I got him out of the bath. I was like, bro, what are you thinking? I was like, the thing sits in a drain. That's disgusting.
Oh my god. I gotta walk all the way over here to put it away. Lay down.
But yeah, guys, if you go on nasa.gov, they it's one of the it's probably the top story. I haven't seen anything else posted by NASA here. Because I follow anything
Ow.
space pretty closely, if anybody knows me. But yeah, so they're making a nuclear powered spaceship, and
Come on.
they said hopefully by we'll just pull it up real quick. NASA.gov. There it is. That's crazy. I don't know. I was talking to him. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. But all right. Well, now that I'm getting distracted, I'm not even going to worry about it because I'll just throw myself off. But yeah, you guys check it out on your own time because, like I said, Jacob will get distracted about it. But it's pretty interesting because if anybody doesn't know how all that stuff works, nuclear options it's pretty trippy how we've got nuclear reactors and there is
Yeah.
safe ways to do it, but unsafe ways to do it. And y'all can't tell me that this greedy world don't cut corners to save a couple of bucks. So
That.
if it was regulated
That.
better, it would be a lot better for the environment.
Yeah.
Nuclear
Sit.
energy isn't really
You
doesn't
smell.
it could be bad, because you do have stuff like Fukushima and 3 Mile Island that
Yeah.
happens, and
Oh my
Chernobyl.
god.
You got that one. The big
Yeah.
one was Chernobyl, really, but
Yeah, I wonder about Chernobyl sometimes.
I don't know, man. But like I said, we just play with, I don't know, we play we play God too much, in my
And I
personal.
agree. I
We
agree.
between that, that particle collider that they got
Oh,
out there,
the in
whatever
the
it's at.
Sweden or the Netherlands,
Yeah,
or
making
I know
black
what you're
holes
talking
and
about.
crap in
Yeah.
laboratories, like that could
Stop, you guys.
fold space and
Jeez.
time as we know it.
Yeah. Hey, come on.
Then you got AI too. I'm not trying
Yeah.
to go down that rabbit hole, but
Yeah, that one's a little hard to wrap around my head to wrap around too. Is robots and
I mean, not really, because it's just like, I mean, think about human civilization and how we're just so hell bent essentially to innovate and become better
yeah.
versions of ourselves and become better versions of ourselves. And one day it's going to be the best versions of ourselves are computers in our brains. Really,
Yeah.
honestly and truly. I hate to say it, but I mean, think about how just obsessed we are with our phones. Like we just constantly look
Oh
at,
yeah.
like I'm sitting here talking to you through a laptop. If you would have told somebody in 1756 that one day we were going to be talking on this thing that
I know, right?
reaches from the other side. We're literally on the opposite sides of the country, not even
Yeah.
the state, the country right now. And we're talking through waves in the sky
Yeah.
that have
Oh, come
moving
on, no
pictures,
barking.
that make pictures, video. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we would be called witches, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't, it's crazy just how, like I said, hell bent we are to become integrated with technology. And I feel like one day
Absolutely.
we're going to start the timer and we're not going to be able to stop it. We've made
Yeah.
so many movies
That's for
about it.
sure.
So many movies about it. We can dream about it.
Yeah. We need
But
the big doggy stretch.
like I said, people just don't want to do it.
No, I know.
They're
I understand.
ugh, it's creepy. It's creepy. Very creepy. But shoot, I have no idea what else to talk about, man. I'm sorry guys. I'm
No,
usually not like
you need to go sleep.
it.
You
Well,
can cut it short so you can go sleep.
I work in 3 hours, so I don't know.
Yeah, you better go take a 2-hour nap.
Yeah, something. Well, guys, Carol, I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you coming on and talking about everything you've been doing here. Let's throw up your stuff here one more time, and then we'll get into the closing ads of the night. But
I really appreciate this.
well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for. I mean, yeah, you might not be in Tennessee, and you might not be affecting people around you, but the whole point of this podcast is unity in opportunity and community. Okay?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
when I say that, I know that sounds like a lot, but point is
No, but it's
that's
true.
what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get, because the way we're divided now as a world and as a country is for a reason. It's for people who make a
Yeah.
butt ton of money to keep making a butt
Well,
ton of money.
you can ask your mother about the kind of house I grew up in, but I grew up in a very eclectic ethnic house where there was a lot of different ethnicities all the time. And yeah, community. We need to stop the racial division in this country. I'll just throw that in there real quick.
Racial, political, the far right, the far left, it's all the whole all on this side or all on this side, when you have a whole middle of
yeah,
and
open area there.
in the middle is the majority. That's the problem. The middle is
Yeah.
the majority, and they're unheard and forgot about because they don't
Yeah,
believe
absolutely.
they don't believe in the far right ideology or the far left ideology. So then they're, like I said, they're stuck in the middle because the vocals literally seem just to be coming from these polarized opposites that is our political spectrum. And it's
Yeah.
like that for a reason. It's for the people who are in power and who are truly making the decisions for the American people are winning, or how they're
Yeah.
making, millions of dollars a year through lobbyist BS deals and
Yeah, and that's the
this,
stuff
that,
that
and the
needs to
third.
stop.
But that's a whole nother conversation for the whole.
Yes, it
day.
is. Absolutely.
Like I said, Sin City Sanctuary. You can find them at sincitysanctuary.org. Like I said, here is you guys can look on the screen, and we got the phone number, her personal email, and the website that she is on, where you can contact her, or help her out with what
Absolutely.
she's doing, because
Ooh, anything. Every
guys,
penny adds up.
everybody knows, everybody goes through their day driving or living their life, and they see at least one animal that's tied up, that you saw tied up in the same place yesterday, the same
Yeah,
place the day before that.
that's right.
Like, you see it all the time. You see just emaciated animals and just people who just don't care, because
Yeah.
as a
They just don't,
human
they
race,
think animals are
we don't care.
disposable. Yeah. And
Sadly.
animals are not disposable, sorry.
110%. So we need people like her. Like I said, yeah, she might not be in Tennessee, but it does not matter, because even if you're helping, then that way you can say you help somebody on the whole other side of the country. I think it's even
There you
more
go.
because
There you go. I'm trying to get Chloe in the pic in
these
this.
kinds of behaviors is what's going to unify our nation for a better world and
Absolutely.
for what we
There's
got
Chloe.
going. And Carol, I just want to, like I said, I just appreciate you for coming on. I know this was your first podcast, and I'm sorry that
Yes,
you had to
it
you had
was. But
to
it's been
do it
awesome.
with me and not somebody better and more
No,
trained.
no, 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 no. Don't even go there. You were great. You were doing great. And this made it was so easy to do this. I was really nervous and I'm no longer nervous. So
Good. Well, I'm glad. And guys, like I said, just support her and the cause that she's got going. And some closing ads we got going on here. Guys, we got the wonderful JW's Healthy Hemp. They are a proud sponsor of the podcast. Like I said, Jamie and James Winnett, they are amazing people. I did a podcast episode with them. It was about 2 episodes ago that you can still check out. All my episodes you can still check out on Facebook and YouTube. Um, I will put
I'm gonna
that
be
at the
sharing it
bottom.
everywhere.
There we go. Like, you can find me at the Battaglia Theory on YouTube and Facebook, and at Theory Battaglia on Twitter. Guys, if you have any questions on what you'd like me to talk about in the future, um, or anything like that, put them on the page or put them on my Twitter, whatever, message me, because I'm pretty sure after next week, I'm not going to be doing live streams anymore. I'm going to be picking a day and time to release them, and it will be the same every week, but they will not probably be recorded that same day or a couple hours before. But this live stream, it's for future business endeavors. It's smart to just open up the schedule other than Fridays at 6 o'clock. So we will probably be doing the new stream time on Fridays to bring in the weekend, but instead of 6 p.m., we will be doing 6 a.m. I'm still trying to figure it out because I am in cahoots with trying to get somebody to help me out with all this producing and getting me in a studio and that kind of stuff. And so I think we were getting that figured out. You will know more by this week. Like I said, I will let you guys know through the Facebook page and through Twitter. Like I said, JW's Healthy Hemp, 650 Roosevelt Drive in Sparta, 528 North Willow Avenue in Cookeville, and 1103 Smithville Highway in McMinnville. Guys, it's a holistic option for many, many problems. It's not just, even if it is recreational, who cares, bro? It's your life. There's worse things you could be doing. But
That is correct.
there is medicinal purposes behind it. And I'm talking about just CBD too. I'm not talking about the psychoactive stuff that we call Delta 8 or whatever. It doesn't have to get you high for it to work. The CBD works wonders for me. I've definitely done it before. It like I said, it just helps with anxiety, inflammation. There's so many studies that you guys can do the research on. But JW's Healthy Hemp, they, like I said, they have 3 different locations, and they're a holistic option where you don't have to sit here and take 15,000 pills a day. Whatever your ailment, they can help you. And I'm glad we have them to help us out and sponsor our podcast. I'm so glad to have them be a part of the Battaglia Theory. There is their contact information at the bottom. You can find them on Facebook at JW's Healthy Hemp, or you can find them at JW's Healthy Hemp at yahoo.com or JW's Healthy Hemp.com. Painter's Dream Productions. They're located in McMinnville, And this is their contact info as well. You can find them on Facebook at Painter's Dream Productions, Perry at paintersdream.com, or paintersdream.com. He can do anything from book signings, we didn't forget it this time, to audio and web design. Like I said, he can make you short clips, long clips, anything involving a computer or just getting your stuff out there. Let Perry Hartman paint your dream and make it a reality. Guys, it was another wonderful episode. Like I said, sorry I wasn't as lively as I usually am. The man
He's
screwed me
tired.
yet again. And I know I talk about it all the time, but one day we're not going to be working this third shift grind because you guys love Jacob Battaglia enough to support the Battaglia Theory. Guys, you can find me on Facebook, on YouTube at the Battaglia Theory, and at Theory Battaglia on Twitter. Guys, it was an amazing episode. Carol, again, thank you for coming, and
Thank you.
we love you. You guys, you have a
Love you
wonderful,
too.
amazing weekend. Much love to you all. We one race, one love. God bless. Peace out. Y'all be safe. Have a great rest of the night.